Hello everybody, today is devlog number 2 of my game Inventoria. A quick recap though, this game is a 3D isometric game about, well, survival. It's basically your typical survival game, except I wanted to have a more Ghibli or I guess painterly style. And there's a magical element to everything. There's these sprites that come in different elements, from water to fire to electricity to air and all these other things that you get to use with your day-to-day life to be able to improve your living. For example, if you need electricity, you need to find a electricity sprite to be able to use it for your electricity build. And that's what makes the game unique, because most of the stuff is around magic except these sprites are actually moving. When I say sprites, I don't know if I want them to be fully called sprites, just that's where I got the name from, Fortnite. So I really do think that's a really cool concept, and that's where the name Inventoria came from, because I want you to be able to build things inside this game. Now I don't know if I want to be like Minecraft type of build, but I do know that I want you to be able to make, I guess, not really buildings but more just systems, and those systems you would be able to, I guess, interact with using your sprites and other stuff. And so that's where this comes in. I wanted a crafting system that was unique. I do like the Minecraft's crafting system, except because my game is a survival game and is not hyper realistic, I feel like a lot of people are going to call it Minecraft, so I definitely wanted to lean away from that type of crafting. I liked how customizable it was though. It really made it feel like each recipe was unique. The only problem is that I feel like with Minecraft's crafting recipes, it's just that you get wood to make an axe to get wood faster compared to some other games. So I really wanted to make something that had you wanting to craft, not so that you could speed up your workflow. Well, yes, you'll be able to speed up your workflow while crafting, but specifically so that you can discover new recipes and stuff. So we're going to get into that right now. I'm going to show you what I created. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. We're trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate it if you did. And if you want to see some more stuff, join the Discord. The link is in the description below. I'm even going to start doing some playtests in the future, or more like bug testing, because there's not really a full game yet, but just some features. If you want to contribute to the process of this game, join the Discord down below, first link in the description. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm back in my project, and there's a few things that I worked on last time. And one of those things was the entities here, and yeah, those were I'm still getting them fixed because they're not working exactly the way I want them to with all the moods and everything. But for today, we're not actually going to mess with those. But yeah, I did add a few features and a few bug fixes, and the first of them is this. Okay, so inside of our game, as you see, I'm able to move around. Whenever I hit tab, I'm able to open our inventory. And on the right side, I added the, what's it called? The description section, I guess you could say. And this description section, it's kind of like Minecraft's, where whenever you click on an object, then you're able to see, not Minecraft, it was that other game, Fortnite, where if you click on an object, then obviously you see it over here. Now I don't have the objects yet. If I go over here and open them and then pick one up, as you see just by walking into it, now you have the wood. You can see some of the stats like the max stack, and you can see other stuff like the variations. For the objects in the game, I wanted it to be, okay, now I know this is gonna sound stupid, but even I didn't play Grow Garden much. Yes, I know Grow Garden, I know it's whatever, Roblox games, whatever. But when it came to Grow Garden, I really did like how every plant, even though they're the same, could have a different reaction on top of them. So I wanted to implement that into my game too. So if I stop this here, as you see, all these items, which aren't named items, have a item variation. And it's just a simple scriptable object that for now all has is the name and then like what the icon would be instead. And these different reactions again will come from stuff like sprites and environmental changes, right? So if I had, these are supposed to be wood. They look absolutely terrible, but they're supposed to be wood. So if I have wood right here, this can be charred because a fire sprite came and walked past it. Now, some of these reactions I think might have to be a little bit more permanent than others, because I don't see a way charred could, you know, go back to regular. But some other stuff like this one over here, which is wet, this could have this could go back to dry eventually, right? And these different reactions can give you different things inside of the inventory. And it actually took me a while to make this system only because I had to stop using C# for a while and code in Python for a little test that I had, which we're going to see the results soon, pray for me. But this little test, yeah, I stopped coding in C#, so it took me quite a bit to, you know, get in the hang of things. But as you see in inventory, I had a lot of different scripts made for just the items and how they would work. You're not supposed to be in here. Hold on. Because obviously, as we all know, I want this game to be, or more like when it comes to me as a programmer, I like to have everything be, I guess, expandable. I want it so that in the future, if I want to add a feature, it's pretty easy. Now, when saying that, that just means that for each world item that's dropped in the world, I want to make sure that it has an item scriptable object that is able to, I should probably remove this, sorry, but it's able to it's able to be changed from right here instead of having to change the world item, which means I can make as many world items as I want. Same thing for the variations. I can make as many variations as I want really easily just because I made this entire system of scriptable objects instead. Sorry, I love scriptable objects. But yeah, all these objects, as you see, these are the world items that are now dropped on the floor, and when you stand over them, you're able to pick them up. So let me show y'all that real quick. Okay, so if I play the game here, as you can see now, okay, yeah, I figured this would happen. I actually set the object to a really high amounts, so for testing earlier. So we have a lot of these over here, but as you see, if I put this in here, and let me move this around a little bit. Okay, so if I select this wood, as you can see, this is normal wood. The variation is just normal, and you can see obviously the details over here, the name, the amount, and all that. Simple when you click on this. If I click on these other woods, because these are not able to combine with these other ones for some reason, it's because these are the variation types. This is charred. Now, obviously, I would need to make a new icon for the charred version, and which this one is over here, the wet version. But as you see, the objects have different variations. I really like the way the system works because that just means I only need to have one object down in the world, and then if a sprite walks past it, it has a chance to add the item variation scriptable object onto that existing world item, and nothing else changes except for the variation, which means I can do a lot of stuff just based off what the variation inside the world is. But obviously, as fun as that also is, we also need to talk about the main thing, which is the crafting system that I think, me personally, doesn't suck. For a game like this, I really wanted to lean more towards the crafting recipe side compared to the Minecraft crafting bench side. So as you see over here, I have my bench object. If I go up to it, it says E to interact. The banner looks a little bit weird. We're gonna have to try to fix that. But if I hit E, as you see, I have one crafting recipe, which is just over here. I have a crafting book and crafting recipe scriptable object. Again, I love scriptable objects. This scriptable object literally just has the name, what ingredients you need to make it, and then what it will give you. And obviously the crafting costs and all that type of stuff, which we'll talk about in a sec. But back into the game, if I go over here and try to hit craft, obviously I'm not able to craft. This is automatically added right here once I add a recipe right here. So if I click this, there will obviously be more, except I think you'll be able to see all the recipes. They'll just be disabled until you actually find them in the world or unlock them somehow. So once I click this, obviously I try to hit craft and, well, nothing happens because I don't have any materials in my inventory at all. So I'm gonna go over here and collect these materials. And if I go back over here, now I can hit craft. If I hit craft, you can see my crafting energy went down. And we can't see our object yet because it's inside of our inventory. And as you see, now I have an axe. And if I go back into, okay, yeah. If I hit craft multiple times, crafting energy goes down. But I still have I have the axes I'm still able to craft. And I like this system because, again, really, really customizable. Imagine all these stuff I'm able to make and all that. Another feature of the variations that helps is that you need normal wood to make this. But what I could eventually do is say that you need some other type of wood to make a wooden, let's say you're trying to make a fire wooden axe, or a wooden axe infused with a fire design, or more like a charred design. then you would hit, that would be a separate recipe. Oh, that's a mistake that we need to fix. Yeah, that's a problem. See, this is why we're going to need some playtesters. Obviously, later when the game is more in a stable position, but stuff like this I would never expect to even happen. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening at all. But yeah, just being able to make different type of objects just by changing the variation inside the crafting bench seems like a pretty unique thing that I can have. And now obviously this is all placeholder stuff. It's not going to look this bad, okay? Don't come at me for this. It's not going to look this bad. It's gonna look better. It's gonna look more intuitive. It's going to look better. All right. And one of the last things I want to point out. Sorry, this is not the longest video in the world, but it's a really the back end is more the concept more than the actual content right now for me, unfortunately. So I do want to try to post at least once every 2 weeks and show you guys that I am doing something and not just nothing. So that's why I don't have too much to show you, because it's really just a lot of the bug fixing and the backend code that I'm trying to get working for now. So I really do apologize for that, but if you can bear with me, let's get into this. Over here I have the recipes. All the recipes I think I want to have inside of this page in the future, so I can pick up items. I always love picking up the 100 items because it goes everywhere. At the top could be inventory, and over here could be recipes, and over here could be something else, you know, just kind of like Genshin Impact does have a type of UI like that. And when I go to recipes, I'll be able to see all the recipes and what they do and how to get them and all that type of stuff. And that is basically what I've been working on: the recipe book, the crafting system, the items on the floor, and it's all going to hopefully come together to be a really, really unique, interesting crafting system. Something that really has you wanting to find new objects, have you looking around to figure out when you can make and all that type of stuff. Finding recipes and all that. Next, I do hope I want to work on the food, hunger, and more animals, the fighting, and the, I guess, health bar, all that type of stuff, so that we can have a fully, I guess, prototype version before we continue on to the more advanced stuff. And that is going to be all for today's video. It is not much, but I didn't want to do too much, but it's just in the background, you know. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and soon it's going to speed up. So if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any ideas, or if you have anything that you think wouldn't fit this type of game, then just tell me. Otherwise, you can join the Discord in the description below. Love talking to y'all. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. See y'all later. Peace.